Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
This is the Closing Bell on the Stock Movers Report. The companies making moves at the close of U.S. trading with Carol Massar, Tim Stenovec, Romaine Bostick, and Scarlet Fu.
S&P 500, let's go back there, guys. 343 names gaining on this Tuesday. Scarlet, 158 to the downside, 2 unchanged.
Yeah, let's focus on the market cap weighted index, which is the S&P 500, rather than the price weighted index, which is the Dow. So within the S&P 500, there's only one sector in the red. It happens to be the most heaviest weighted sector, which is tech, down 0.75%. But everything else finished in the green, although industrials and utilities, little change on the day. The best performers, to what Romaine was saying, was healthcare, up more than 2%. Energy and consumer staples also gaining at least 1.2%.
All right, a lot of green on that screen. All right, let's go to individual gainers, if I may. This one was pretty much top gainer in the S&P for most of the day, but here at the close, being edged out a little bit. So it's in the number 2 spot here. We're talking about Paramount Skydance. This stock up as much as 12.5% intraday, but closing just shy of 10%. Company rose after it raised its target for job cuts and cost-saving measures. Company planning an additional workforce reduction, aiming to achieve at least $3 billion in cost savings. It is, though, forecasting $30 billion in revenue next year and plans to invest much of that savings in the business, including $1.5 billion in additional 2026 spending for the Paramount Plus streaming service. So definitely some outperformance in that one. Check out the RealReal, guys, up 38%, pretty much finishing at its best levels of the session. The company out reported EPS and sales above estimates. It also boosted its revenue guidance for the full year to beat the average analyst estimate. It's up about 40% year to date, but keep in mind probably some short covering today, as 25% of the float is short. So we definitely saw investors moving into that one. And last but not least, Maple Bear. I can never say that word. Maple Bear. Maybe I should just say Instacart.
There you go.
Ticker is CART. Stock up 5% in today's session. Company posted better than expected order growth, provided an upbeat earnings outlook for the current period, indicating that demand for its core grocery delivery service has been holding strong. And we've seen that for some of the companies, Uber Tech and DoorDash. They have also seen some expansion beyond restaurant takeout into the grocery category. So we're kind of seeing and all in on that.
Okay, well, let's talk a little about some of the stocks in the red today. Decliners on my list included Nvidia, down 3%. Those shares took a hit after Softbank sold its entire stake in the company for $5.83 billion to help bankroll AI investments. This sale coinciding with a growing debate about whether spending in big tech firms will actually produce commensurate returns, expected spending surpassing $1 trillion in the coming years. I get it. They think they can have a better return outside of the company, and maybe that got some investors in the company concerned about Nvidia today. Shares sliding by 3%, weighing on the S&P 500, responsible for actually 16.8 points to the downside of the S&P today. CoreWeave down 16.3%. It fell the most since August. This after the company lowered its annual revenue forecast. This was due to a delay in fulfilling a customer contract that was caused by a third-party data center developer who is behind schedule. The company's CEO, Michael Intrater, was on Bloomberg Technology earlier today. He did say that it's a trusted partner and trusted customer, and they still have the contract. But these are the types of delays that they are dealing with. These are the choke points that the company is dealing with. That forecast for sales in 2025 now $5.05 billion to $5.15 billion, down from a previous high of $5.35 billion. CoreWeave shares down 16.3%, and then Beyond Meat fell today 9.3%. The company's fourth quarter net revenue forecast missed the average analyst estimate. The company sees net revenue in the quarter 60 to 65 million. The Bloomberg consensus was $70.1 million.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.